I chose to come here to get my moles checked because I'd been fobbed off quite a few times at my local GP, and having family who had experienced the same and then come out with a bad result from moles checked by a dermatologist, I just didn't want to take the risk, to be honest with you. Well, obviously going to see the GP, I went with a specific mole, whereas I've got quite a few on my body, so I kind of wanted to have everything looked at just to be absolutely sure. They weren't willing to do that. I had to take matters into my own hands and go and see someone privately. My husband is very fair-skinned, but has been really, really good in the sun, unlike myself over the years. So he would be in the shade, hated to burn, slathering on his Factor 50. And then he noticed here a very small patch of dry skin, red. When he came out of the shower, sometimes it would bleed. And you know, you kind of like brush it to one side. It was bothering him, went to the GP 3 times, was told it was fine, given some cream to rub on it. And then it was only a friend of his who's a GP noticed it at a social event, said, come and see me, I have this special light, I want to look underneath. And it turned out to be a basal cell carcinoma. So he had to have it removed, and then had this thing called a Long Island flap done on his face, which resulted in 37 stitches. So seeing that, that was very scary, which is what made me think I need to go and get myself seen. I obviously had my consultation with Dr. Fatima, who asked me a few questions. What I was worried about, was there anything specific? But where I had a number of moles, I kind of was just like, just everything, please. And the mole check was just generally looking at each individual mole. So it did take a little while longer than she's probably used to, underneath a light and examining it, and then afterwards showing me what she would be looking for in the cases of severity, what could happen from there, and then with some of the ones that I'm a bit uncertain about, what we would need to do in the future. I had actually been recommended to come here by someone who, when I went for a treatment locally, I said, I'm really concerned, I've been to my GP, as you can see I've got loads of moles, and I feel like some may be changing. And they had taken their daughter here for exactly the same reason. So thankful to her for giving me your name, because otherwise I probably would have brushed it to the back of my mind and left it for a long time. 100% you've got to do it. I've just seen now 2 cases close to me where one didn't ever get checked and therefore resulted in what's going to be very sad for a family, because it is terminal. And unfortunately, when melanoma spreads throughout your body, it's one of the most severe cases of cancer. And then I've seen my husband, who looked after himself and got a form of cancer, but luckily could have stuff done to rectify it. Still, if you look at that, the bad side to that is that he's left with a very bad disfigurement on his face. So yeah, I'm just so pleased that I've come here today and got it all sorted.